isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Heading into the end game now. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Long Quan takes them off their feet. Breaks the block with a throw. Oh, got too eager. They can't be shy about stocking metal levels with Maron. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. One chance here, maybe finishes it with the anti-air. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Nice Manes Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. From up above, reads them. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Life lead opens up. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The jump in catches them. Demon Raid? Projectile to try and change the situation. Blocks the impact. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Going on the offensive? From low heavy to goes for the jump in. Throws them. Are we gonna see a comeback here? In there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Quick medium poke. Teleport. Gets scooped from down low. Flushes that off and keeps going. Then the little game for the Misaki. And it is on impact. Squash. The throws are looking potent enough. Big time whiff. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. There's a drive impact. Safely increases their throw level. Okay, here we go. And whiffs. They're wide open. Rushes in. The jump in is denied. Noticeable life lead. The low kick hits. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Jump! Catches out the cage right there. Oh, they switch sides. I can't believe it. Finds the target. Player 1 is in a very throws. Ugh, take a seat. Risky medium kick. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Lots of aggression from both sides. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Player 1 gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive art. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Hits them with a stop and pop. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Risky up-close burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Deep Ray KO. Player 2 gained a hard-fought victory there. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws out a projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Still slugging it out here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. The jump-in is denied. What a finish. Great lead on the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump-in to start the round. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Clean, parry. Jump. Bending that drive gauge. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Connect with nice counter. What'll happen here? Still scrapping for control of the space. Jump drops them from the air. Meets them air to air. Handing one. What a finish! Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Starts with a jump-in. What's their game plan here? This could KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws out a projectile. Player 1 really suffered there in the corner for a while. How can they avoid being put there this round? Get carried to the corner. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Player 2 can't burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Breaks those shins. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. It knocked him out of the air. Risky win. What a finish! Player 2 comes away with the win. Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? That was a solid anti-air. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Checks with a projectile. The low kick connects. What's the play here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Feeling out the spacing. Parries to cancel the fireball. Trying to read each other here? A little too greedy there. Parries the projectile. The timer is down to half. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to... burnout activates! The jump-in is denied. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go. Did this super art connect? It's the level 1! Breaking with some serious style. Then the little game for the massage put in there. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Breaks those shins. Are we going to see some fireworks? Sticks beats it up with a combo into super. Will that super be the turning point? Player one won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Anti-air drops them. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Their spacing is so on point right now. Obito hits. Akuma looking to play hide and seek. But just goes for it at this range. Uses the target combo with a fill-up. They just made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know they're on another level. Low heavy. What'll happen here? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Take that gourd away. He's back in with the luminous. Gets carried to the corner. Amazing. Excellent read. The super doesn't hit. Player one can't use any flatlines though. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Who's going to steal this win? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Gets scooped from down low. Impact squash. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? They decide to take a breather to regroup. Good job, and hits them with a stopping bomb. Connects with the throw. Going in, scrambling here to a... Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Scoops him and takes a swing. Both sides getting ready. Throws him. Getting up close and personal. Okay, here we go. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Looking to follow up after that target combo. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Nothing stops this train. They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Blocks the impact. Decides to buff up while they can. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. They hit each other. Still slugging it out here. Combo with the target combo. Takes a drill. Reads them. In a dire situation, they can't afford any. Goes for the super art. With the life gap opening up, they meet the... It's a big gamble and KO. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Decides to buff up while they can. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. The drink level's up to 4. All up. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Still, burnout activates. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Jumps up. They're going for the super art. It's the level 1. Breaking with some serious style. Drink level max out. This party's getting crazy. They return to center stage. Are they going to be able to... They can't squander this punish counter chance. KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Zones with the fireball. From low heavy to... Demon Raid, blade kick. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player one has the right lead. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Taps him on the dome. Scoops him and takes a swing. Looking for a hole. Close range projectile. Player connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Change of plan. Player, putting the cherry on top. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Changes the pace with the fireball. Take that gourd away, he's maxed out. This is a bad situation to be in. Any throw will whiff at that range. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Got super hard incoming.
Come on. It's time to train.
This could really tip the scales. A real test of Nook in with the Luminous. It is over. Get that bank account ready because and they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Goes for the throw. Player 2 with the life lead. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Jump. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Throws a fireball. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters planning something? The throw whiffs. Barely blocks the jumping. What'll happen here? Still scrapping for control of the space. They trade hits. Drops him hard. Flatline though. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Still slugging it out here. Denies that throw attempt. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Can't tech the throw, takes a trip. This is gonna be bad news. Scrapping it out up close. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reactions with a fireball? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Demon Blade kick! They hit each other. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Uses the target combo as a filler. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Life lead is there, but still anyone's low heavy. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Finds the target. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out.
I am the true master of the fist.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Reads the jump in perfectly. Catches them out. Nails it. Back to the knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1, a back throw for damage and vital positioning. This is the time to believe nothing but air. Below. All in with a rush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Here we go. The Raging Demon hunting and about to turn this floor zone into a pile of bone. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it. Oh my God! Lost super. Wall flat into the guard break. No one could have called that. Player 1 is gonna be watching wild! They really took it down to the wire. They are letting it fly from the clutch anti-air. Pokes with a medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Takes the chance to hurt him. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. Holds out with the block. Grabs him. Taking stock. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Big counter. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. So little life left. Demon Raid. Takes in the throw. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Goes for the massage. The super doesn't hit. Caught their eye on the air. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Oh, but oh, hit! Akuma looking to play hide and seek. Player going on the offensive. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Oh, here we go. The low. Both have some excellent block. Both of them back off. Looking to tenderize those organs. Closes it out. Player 2 shows they are truly the best of the best. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Ready yourself. This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Denies the low heavy. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Overhead. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Medium kick hits.
Sure you can.
Big counter. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in. They're trading attacks. Throws a fireball. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Gets the jump in. The low. A quick breather. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Ah, burnout activates. Doesn't let up and gets the stun. This round may be as good as over. No cookouts complete with KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
We know how to.
Fight round. Fight.
Jump. Off the reposition. Player 1 closed out the last round with a super. They spent that cash, but will it come back to bite them? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Amazing! Player 1 with a lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Wow, reads the counterattack. Player 2 can't win this without throw is denied. What a lead! They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Wraps it up with a throw. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to block the jump-in attack. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Knockdown. Still slugging it out here. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Sticks the jump in. into the end game now. It's getting tense. Drive rush to keep it going. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. You see that? Slipped through the opening for the KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Hits them with a stopping block. Jumps in. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. A quick breather, still slugging it out at this range. Jumps. Throws a fireball. Breaks the block with a throw. Drive rush to keep it going. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is the ideal range to use. Crowns them from above. Looking for a chance, sets up with the jump in. Their life is hanging by a thread. They've got to lean heavily on their drive moves now. Connects with the throw. Flatlines in. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open with a jump in. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Oh, here we go. Player 2, oh, the throw connects. Oh, they changed sides. This is gonna hurt. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super. How did they read that throw? A projectile to stay kicked off. What are they gonna set up with the jump in? Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Player 1, good decision with that throw. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Anti-air in the clutch. Ooh, what a smart throw. The next touch may decide this round. Clutch, anti-air. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. They are done.
True master of the fist.
Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Throws him down. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Feeling out the spacing. Trying to read each other here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Knockdown, KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Shoots off a fireball up close. Oh, whiffs the throw. Brushes that off and keeps going. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Scrapping it out up close. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Akuma going in and whiffs. They're wide open. Finds the target. Takes in the throw. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Absorbs the attack and fires back. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Knockdown. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Will this super art connect? Opt for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Big counter. Closing moments of the experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 can't just goes for it and just went in there. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Sandblast. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks them with the projectile. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Who will gain control of the match? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 has the meter lead. Can't tech the throw. Takes a trip. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. That combo did decent damage. Time to reassess the situation. Going in. Jumps in. Opts to reposition. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Knockdown and smart play with the throw. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Are we going to see a comeback here? And Whip closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sandblast. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Zones with the fireball. A parry? Good decision with that throw. Fires a blast. Time to reassess the situation. Low heavy. Who will force the other's hand? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Oh, yo! Raw super hit! Both sides. Will this super art do anything? Has the Vulcan Blast sealed the deal? Solid anti-air. Connects with the throw. Catches them out. Nothing stops this train. Oh, here we call the throw connects. The throw doesn't connect. Wow, sat and waiting for this opening. Oh my God, this fighter's got the perfect read. With no hesitation or regret, hits him with that NSFW. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. They are done.
I am the true master of the fist.
Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws a fireball. Trying to read each other here? Still very early in the round. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Stands firm and blocks the driver. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. All right, what's coming up next? Can't tech the throw? Goes for the super art? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Okay, creating some space here. Reads them. Oh, with rising uppercut. Smart play to stop the opponent. Knockdown. They need to rely on their instincts. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Big counter. They were expecting to hit them with a stopping bomb. Uses the gauge for a super. Going in, player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Opts to reposition. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Medium kick hits. Knockdown and player 1 is dominating this match. Hits the overthrow throw out of the perfect KO. They were in full control there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Give me a super art out of nowhere. That's not gonna hit. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Wrapping it out up close. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Pumps the brakes on the impact. This can lead to some big damage. What now? Goes airborne. Jets with a sandblast. Fires a blast. Close range goes all in with the uppercut. Escapes the corner. They're in range. Sets up with the jump in. Who's gonna take it? Both of them back up. I called it! I called it! They gotta find something to work with here. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone gets them in the air. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Throws them down. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Who's going to break the silence first? The jump-in is denied. Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to create some distance to start. Checks him with a projectile. Nails the anti-air. Player 2 chases them down. Combo with the target combo. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Jumps up. Genius read. Huddle. Breaks those shins. Medium kick hits. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2, ooh, what a smart throw. Going in. In there. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets the jump in. Player 2 has the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Checks with the projectile. What are they thinking here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the knockdown, and now tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Life lead opens up. Huddle. The grab misses, finds an opening with a jump. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Time to reassess the situation? Oh, could be the start of something. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out, experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Shows the medium kick. Not much life difference. Hits the overthrow throw out of the teleport. What'll happen here? Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can push them, looking to slice off a limb with a demon guillotine. Amazing! Big time whip! What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
They are letting it fly from the get-go. This can lead to some big damage. Demon Rain time. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Looking for a hole. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Hadouken. Low heavy. Connects with the throw. Amazing. Demon. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Close range projectile. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Both sides getting to close them. Player 1 opts for the Amoro throw. You need guts to pull that off. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Well, they manage to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Denies the jump in. Who's going to start things off? Projectile to try and change the situation. Grabs him. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Oboro hits! Akuma looking to play hide and seek. Looking for a chance. Going in. Medium kick hit. Gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. Zones with the fireball. Both sides getting ready. All the throw connects. They're going for the super art. Looking to remove him from the fences with a kickback. Combo finishes it. Player 2 survived